Hey, what is up, everyone? Beast Booster here. Today I'll be playing a game called Basketball GM. It's totally free. You go on your browser and do it. And yeah. So today I'll be rebuilding a team called the Seattle Supersonics. If you don't know what that is, it used to be a team in the back then, but then they got relocated to OKC and lost their team. It was really good because it was famous for their legends Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. There's no expansion draft, so I decided to create the team that was created to be. So I had to sign some random free agents. I just went up to free agents and signed. So I went and go ahead and signed some of these players right here. Mentions like Kostas Kofus, J.R. Smith, and Jeff Green. So who I'm gonna start for point guard is Isaiah Thomas because I know he can still score. J.R. Smith will be our shooting guard. Our small forward is gonna be Jeff Green. Our power forward is gonna be Ikik. Actually, no, it's gonna be Gushan Yabusele, and our center would be Kozak Kofus. Our sixth man would be Ikep Yuda, and everyone else is just there. So if whoever doesn't play, doesn't play, and yeah, it's just a simulation. You can go ahead and play this stuff and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys. So I'm gonna get the season started. I'm gonna try to get the worst record possible with this team to get a good pick this year. So I'll see you guys when the season is over. Hey, we're back, everyone. And that simulation took long enough, but the playoffs, we did not make the playoffs, so we're in 1468. We have Isaiah Thomas being our leading scorer, which is 14 points, 7 assists. J.R. Smith scoring 14 points, which is good. Jeff Green is 13 points. And looks like Jonathan Simmons could be a better six man next time, but you know what they all say. I can change it up if I wanted to, so I'm not gonna do it. I just want to do a test. Well, London Jr. So I'll see you guys again when the playoffs is over. You guys can go ahead and watch the simulation. There might be noises in the background. I'm sorry, but I would skip this part until the season summary because the simulation is really slow. So I'll see you guys then. Yeah, we're back. So the NBA season's over. It turns out, very surprisingly, the Indiana Pacers ended up winning the NBA Finals since I forgot what year. I think it was 2015. Paul George. Instead of having Paul George, Domantas Sabonis was their final MVP. Luca ends up winning MVP, scoring 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, which is pretty good. Rudy Gobert ends up being their defensive player of the year. Malcolm Brogdon from the Pacers, sixth man of the year. Most improved player is Brandon Ingram, and our rookie of the year is Tyler Herro. Now we go. Clint Capella ends up being in the Hawks. Andre Drummond ends up being in the Cavaliers. And yeah. So let's go ahead and skim through the playoffs real quick. So the Pacers ended up sweeping out the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Clippers got beaten up by the 8 seed Blazers, while Portland almost won against the Timberwolves. Lakers beat the Jazz. Lakers beat up by James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook surprisingly gets beat up by Minnesota Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell gets beaten up by the Pacers. Now let's take a look how good the Pacers did. Okay, they're pretty impressive. Of course, Victor Oladipo is their highest overall team player with 20 points a game. Domantas Sabonis is really good. He did 11 points and 18 points. He should have gotten 20. Malcolm Brogdon got 20 points a game, 7 rebounds. Miles Turner got he's pretty young. Aaron Holiday's good too, but he's fine. So for the Timberwolves, let's take a look. Anthony Towns, the leading player, ends up getting 29 points and 15 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell ends up getting 24 points a game and 9 assists. And everyone else is there. Nasri, the rookie, ends up getting 1 point a game, one rebound, and no assist. That's pretty surprising. So we're gonna go ahead and head off to the draft. We don't care about the owner. See, we have a good chance of getting the draft pick, and I'll see you guys there when the draft lottery is over. And we're back again. Surprisingly, the Golden State Warriors end up getting the first pick. Detroit Pistons get the second pick. Wizards, Hornets, Seattle, then Knicks, then Magic, then Grizzlies, then Hornets, then Cavaliers. And that's the order for the top 10. Everything else is just down here. And second round picks have been traded a lot. So let's go ahead and get drafted. Oh, no, before we do that, here are some of the prospects that most of these players will likely go into the top 10. James Wiseman, Obi, Anthony Edwards, Obi Toppin, Isaiah Stewart, sorry, Onika Okongu, I'm sorry, Cole Anthony, Jaden McDaniels, Ayo Desumu, Jaron Cumberland, Theo, Josh Green, Hammonds, Waterford, LaMelo Ball. So let's get started. So the draft will be starting with the Golden State Warriors, and the Golden State Warriors select James Wiseman from Memphis. Interesting. Golden State Warriors ended up taking a center, which is a good move. The Warriors have Kevon Looney, John Trey Porter, and Allen, but they're all not. But he thinks that Kevon Looney is not even good enough, so they end up getting another center that could be promising to their team. With the second pick of the draft, the Pistons select Isaiah Stewart from Washington. Now, the Pistons end up drafting a power forward. Now, let's take a look to see who they have. They have Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose, John Henson, Brandon Knight, Reggie Jackson. John Henson is not scoring that much as he should be. Markieff Morris is doing actually really good. He should have been a starting power forward for them, but I guess they decided not to do it. And then they drafted Isaiah Stewart. With the third pick of the draft, Washington Wizards select LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball from the Spree Institution. LaMelo Ball finally gets drafted to the Washington Wizards, even though they have a regressing veteran John Wall, Bradley Beal. So I think that this was a pretty good draft, pretty good decision, because most of these point guards are not doing good. John Wall's regressing, and most of the players are just not enough. But LaMelo Ball has been drafted to the Wizards. With the fourth pick of the Chicago Bulls select Onika Okongwu. Now, they have Lauri Markkanen, so I don't know the reason why they drafted him as a power forward. I guess they wanted to add more in their forward depth, so maybe they can change him up into a little like guard or something. I don't know. That's questionable. We'll just leave like that. It's our turn to pick. All of our players except for maybe our power forward might be gone. So who are we gonna select? Actually, I'm gonna skip. Ayo's good at 3-pointers. That's why he says 3. Josh Green is worse at 3s. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take. I'm just gonna take Ayo. That's Mume. And then the Knicks land Killing Hayes. Anthony Edwards lands with the Magic. Grizzlies end up getting Nico Mannion. Charlotte Hornets end up getting Theo Medellin. Trendon Watford goes to Cavaliers. Josh Green lands in OKC. Now, we have the first pick of the second round, where we should have gone. So I'm going to go ahead and select Neemias Queta because he has a better rebound advantage than Daniel. And that's pretty much of the 2020 draft. Now, what we're going to do, now we have 14 open roster spots. We have all these players to be signed. So I'm going to re-sign Zach Norvell to a 3-year deal. Now I'm going to re-sign Jeff Green to a 3-year deal. Justin Jackson is still young, but I bet he can develop someday. Where's Isaiah Thomas? Isaiah Thomas, where are you? So we're going to sign J.R. Smith, Costa Kofus, Sam Decker. I'm going to sign and trade Isaiah Thomas to a different team because he needs to have a home. And I think I know the perfect team for him. So I'm gonna let the rest of the players go. See ya. Now let's put Isaiah Thomas on the trading block and see what we end up. So he's our highest paid player, even though we're on limited mode, so it doesn't matter. So the trade, we have Toronto. So And I'll see you guys when I come up with a good trade for Isaiah Thomas. And I'm back, everyone. So I found out a good trade for Isaiah Thomas. So I decided to trade Tyler Eulis and Isaiah Thomas to the Boston Celtics for pretty much tackle fall. Now I know you're all thinking, "Oh, that was such a dumb idea. I'd rather keep Isaiah Thomas." Now that's a good that's really good, but the reason why I got tackle fall because I know he can develop. Even though he might not develop over the years, I just want to keep him for fun. I'm not aiming to win the championship or anything. I'm just aiming for a good team, fun team. So pretty much we have 3 roster spots left. So basically we have no no guard except for Io. So Io's going to be our starting point guard for Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas returns to Boston. So we're going to go ahead and sign a couple of players this year. We're going to go ahead and sign a couple of players this year. And so first off, I'm gonna sign. There are not a lot of good players for free agency except for Fred VanVleet, but I'm not gonna get him this year. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead sign a small forward. I'm gonna go sign Giannis's brother Kostas Akpopinou for a 3-year deal. Next, I'm gonna go ahead sign a point guard just to back things up a little bit. Now we're gonna go ahead and sign. We're gonna go ahead and sign Cake. No, no. We're gonna actually go ahead and sign. We need someone who has a kind of experience. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and sign. Actually, we're gonna need someone who's good. So we're gonna go ahead. So we're gonna have to go ahead and sign. I'm not gonna sign any good point guards above IIO because I want to develop around him. So we're gonna sign Gary Payton II, and we're gonna say 1 roster spot for the preseason. And there's no summer league and all that, but I hope they change that soon. So I'll see you guys when we get to the preseason, and it will wrap up our episode. Hey, we're back. So we're gonna take a look at the players who, well, pretty much everyone regressed, except for Io. Io's potential went up, his potential went down. Kostas went all the way down. Taco, I don't care about. Justin Jackson progressed. Sam Decker progressed. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the preseason because nothing happens. And I'm gonna wrap up this episode for season 1. I think every episode might go for every season or 2. And I hope you like this video. Go ahead, comment, subscribe, share if you like. And this is Beast Booster, and have a good safe day, everyone. Peace.